Hey warriors, Kind Zell here with another video for you. In this video, you're going to see a friendly little war we had between I37 and P37. This was a planned battle between the leaders, set up because of an ongoing event, which I'll show you in a bit. Although this event would have worked better by attacking cities, to avoid too much conflict with other alliances or weakening the kingdom, we decided to go for a mock war, just for fun. It gave everyone a chance to rack up some kills, score some points, and even get a feel for each alliance's power in battle. If you don't want to miss more videos like this one, including wars, hero combos, tips, and more, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and turn on all notifications so you stay up to date with everything I'm bringing about this game. Alright warriors, let's get into the video. Alright, we're back. And yes, this is a recording, not a live stream. I even considered going live, but it was already a bit late for me, so it was a bit tricky. I decided to just record a video so you all can follow what happened afterward. As you can see, there's a lot of troops here. I'm in simplified mode as you can tell, but it's still packed. This side where I'm at is P37, the alliance I belong to. The other side is I37. I used to say IC out of habit, but yeah, it's I37 now. So, to sum it up, both alliances are from the same family, and we decided to meet up in Zone 0 of Zone 2 and have this friendly duel. Basically, the idea was, whoever controlled the center and pushed the other alliance back toward their side would win. We had a set time to start and stop, though the battle actually ended earlier than planned. It all went down faster than expected. You can see everyone getting organized here. Let me skip ahead a bit. Now you can see just how many cities were there. Yeah, it was packed. Tons of players showed up from P37 ready for battle, for fun, really. And now we're seeing the beginning of the fight. On the I37 side, same thing, lots of cities, everyone geared up. And here it begins. People are already clashing. My troops were also already in the fight. Fought a bit, then pulled back. It's a little slower and more locked in than Rise of Kingdoms, for those of you who are used to that. You can see me pulling my little troops over to the side, then going in again to attack. One really good strategy you can use here: put a tank unit up front, then pull them back while sending your other troops forward. That way, by the time your enemy is already focused on the front, your backup troops hit hard. I'll just leave the fight playing for a bit. That was when I activated the buff. I had even forgotten to activate the little defense buff. It helps a bit, gives about 10% defense. And I had forgotten to activate it. I was distracted, talking to people on Discord and such. So there were a few things I could have done earlier, but there was still time, and it worked out. My little marches were already kind of strong, better than nothing, right? I didn't send 5 marches, I only sent 3. Why didn't I send 5? Because those 3 marches are my strongest ones. Especially Leonidas, that's one of my top marches. So there's no point in sending 5 weak marches to the field. They'd die too easily and give too many points to the enemy. Even though they're allies in this case, still. So here's a tip: don't send 5 marches. Some people did that here and probably regretted it and lost a lot of troops. Don't do that, it's a waste. You're just killing troops for no reason. They're too weak, they'll die quickly. Lack of defense, lack of abilities, low level, all of that matters. As you can see, I was chasing an enemy. I think it was Lord Wiki. We managed to kill his archers, but he's already a strong guy from I37. Here I was killing a little cavalry unit. So yeah, always bring the best troops you've got. For me, that meant just 3, maybe even just 2. Always stay on top of the fight, keeping the 3 marches fighting with Leonidas in front if possible. Even better if you're up against cavalry. Leonidas counters cavalry well. Here we were having a bit of fun. As you can see, the battle was still kind of balanced. You could tell P37 was a bit more organized and focused in the fighting. Fighting the way we like to fight, the way we always did in Rise of Kingdoms. For those who understand battle strategy, we prefer to fight more on our side of the field, close to our allies. We only go into the enemy's territory if we really need to push, but that takes more sacrifice. So we take advantage of our position and try to take out nearby enemies first, wear them down and then push forward. Here's something funny. I was pulling my cavalry back, but sea bass still caught me. And that's funny because cavalry is supposed to be faster. Even though it's not exactly like Rise, it's still a bit faster. And yet he still caught me, so maybe it was some debuff? Or maybe the screen was lagging or something, I'm not sure. What's certain is that he caught me and we lost that unit. You can see the little buff that gives minus 80% troop losses when attacking cities. That lasts around 4 hours. Just explaining in case you want to join this large-scale attack event in the future. The point of the event is attacking cities, either solo or grouped. You can also see who was at the top of the event rankings. God was at the top. He was right next to me, and then the Korean guy. I think he's Korean, not Chinese. Was in second, also fought a lot, and then some other Chinese guy, I think. The Korean guy from I-37 later left, not sure if he's still in their alliance. He was fighting against us at the time and was in the top 3. You can see my score down at the bottom. I had about 18,000 points if I'm not mistaken. You only need 10,000 points to unlock all the rewards in this event. As you go through the milestones, you unlock little rewards, until you reach the 10,000 mark. Here I was coming back again with troops to help out Bibessel, who had died against a troop, probably that Leonidas, since it was cavalry. So I went and avenged him, of course. Took advantage of the situation since the enemy was already dying. I may have even pushed too far into their side, but it's a bit hard to see allies in this game, it's not easy. I tried to pull my cavalry out in time, but it was too late. They focused well on my cavalry, which is also my weakest troop, so they did the right thing. But I still managed to get my revenge, took advantage of the situation. It was a fun fight. People got to have fun, practice, and learn some movement strategies, which is interesting. This was good preparation for KVK, which is likely to happen in this game, Kingdom versus Kingdom. This kind of training is really helpful for getting better at fighting, understanding how troops move and attack, who to target, and who to avoid. As you can see, the war was progressing. Our P37 guys were already pushing I-37 back. Didn't last too long, maybe 30 minutes, not much more than that. We had already started to dominate the field. You can see I-37 troops were retreating, and we were pushing forward. In short, P37 showed more skill on the field. More activity, better coordination, more focus. I felt like I-37 was kind of scattered at times, which helped P37 wipe out more of their troops early on, and allowed us to push harder. My final tip: fight together with your allies, stick together. Don't bring 5 marches. Bring 2 or 3 really strong ones. Otherwise, you'll lose a lot for nothing. That was obvious in some cases here. Against TM, for example, he had T5 spearmen. I had only unlocked the research, hadn't even trained them yet. I had about 10,000 more troops than him, but his troops were stronger. His commanders were also a bit stronger. His Leonidas was about the same as mine, but his Richard was stronger, and so was his Frederick, 3 stars, I think. Plus he had more commander levels than me, which helps with talents. Equipment was about the same, but I think mine were stronger. I had 2 or 3 gems more than him, which means my equipment was better and more upgraded. That gave me an edge, plus I had more troops. His losses were higher than mine. So yeah, having more troops and better equipment can be more useful than just having stronger heroes, especially if those heroes don't have the buffs from better gear. Plus, more troop capacity means more damage and more resistance. Then we saw a battle report that our buddy Pigger shared in the world chat. Because people were already joking around and teasing in the world chat. That little report about the battle, right? Really, my friends, this report is something else. I even opened it up to see how it looked and just take a look. Losses on the side of Perig, 2,000. On the other side, 17,000. My friends, that's a lot of losses. That's really a lot. And the total units, if you look there, enemy troops, 18,000. In total, there were mixed ones too, right? About 33,000. And on this side here, senior swords T6, obviously Perigord was stronger there, with the lords clearly dominating. That became even more clear in the report. You can really see the difference in losses. So yeah, it was a slaughter, I'd say. And a lot of merit too. Look at that, 15,000 merit versus 4,000 merit. That's when we saw it got serious. It was a huge loss there for Lord Dines. You can see here, right? He had 104 units. He actually had more troops, if you look, 104 versus 85. But the losses? 144 compared to 2,000. Just in that one march. Yeah, this was all from a single march. I'm not sure if I scrolled down since this was a recording. No, I didn't scroll, unfortunately. I should have, but I was recording. Anyway, it was a real slaughter. A big loss. And that shows how it is. Those who have more power, better troops, better commanders, and if they have better equipment too, even better. That definitely makes a big difference in battle. So that's it, my warriors. We'll wrap up the video here. As you could see, the battle was really cool. A great combo between the alliances from the E37 and P37 families. But PvP came through strong, really lived up to the name, and didn't give our E37 allies a chance. But that's how it goes. We'll be bringing more videos to the channel, wars, events, updates, or even some Age of Empires live streams, alright? Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next video. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything new I bring out. All the links are in the description. Instagram, Facebook, and the Age of Empires community so you can chat, share ideas, and more. Thanks a lot, and see you in the next one.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise, I won't quit, keep going.